these relationships exist all over the place. And let me tell you, your relationship may start off wonderful, okay? A lot of people wouldn't get married, right, if it wasn't great and terrific. But then over time, it turns toxic and it blindsides you. Love and happiness do not always come together, okay? They don't always go together at the same time. You typically will try to rationalize it, but you can't, because you can't rationalize the irrational. You may even start to blame yourself. And because of your loyalty, you're determined to make changes that you hope will make things better, but they don't. So you try harder and harder while your partner does very little to nothing, okay? This goes back to the one-sided issue that I mentioned earlier. The truth of the matter is, when the toxic person feels things changing, they will amplify their behaviors to bring things back to the status quo and quell expectations as long as they can. They are not trying to actively participate in your relationship. They will do whatever it takes, even if it means crippling you from trying to grow, so that their little dance is not changed and they remain comfortable. Because think about it. If you are growing and changing and reaching for something bigger, it's going to require them to be supportive, to be a cheerleader, to be behind you, to walk with you, and that takes a lot. They are not trying to give a lot in the relationship. They are trying to get a lot. And a lot of times, toxic partners will hide behind things like, oh, but I love you. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I'll try. I'll work on it. I'll change. Oh, I'm just so overwhelmed right now. But then you'll notice that they're always needing you to do more so that they can work on changing, right? That's crap. Loving relationships nurture, restore, replenish, and revive. If you are feeling like your relationship or you in your relationship are deprived, damaged, depleted, disheartened, disappointed, disillusioned, you are in a toxic relationship. They are not adding to your life. They are draining the life out of you. If anything was going to be different, let me tell you, it would have changed by now, okay? If you've been in this relationship for some time and your partner has said they would change and it didn't happen immediately or within a week or so, trust me, it's not going to happen. They are giving you lip service to placate you and get you to leave them alone and pick up the slack so that they can continue to coast. That's what's happening. Why is it this way? How did you not see it? Don't start blaming yourself, because that's where people go, oh my gosh, how did I not see this? They didn't want you to see it. If you had seen it in the beginning, you wouldn't be married to them. Hello. So they didn't want you to see it. They waited until you got 2 kids and a mortgage in, and then the mask came off. But let me tell you, you probably have a loving, giving heart. You see the good in people. You're loyal. You're not one to leave a relationship without a fight. You don't want to accept that your partner does not truly love you or is choosing to disregard your feelings or trample on your wants, needs, and desires. The two of you may have a different understanding of love because, again, love is positive. It is supportive, nurturing, and life-giving. It promotes growth and happiness. A toxic partner sees love as something self-serving, designed to keep you tethered and bound to their idea of how you or your relationship should be. And trust me, if they're miserable, that's where they want you to be. And because of your misplaced love and loyalty from that big heart that we talked about, you will often sacrifice your growth, your change, your opportunities, your hopes, your dreams, anything to stay with your toxic partner. And on top of that, you may end up feeling bad about trying to leave in the first place. But in the end, it comes with a soul-sucking grief. Because you are exactly the type of person to whom toxic people are drawn. The loving, loyal, ride or die, I won't give up on you partner. Because you will work yourself into the ground while they sit there and do nothing.